But I remember being and thinking about this pride of being a United States Marine and representing what that means, and thinking about Gunny, the salty Gunny back in Iraq, and thinking, how would he behave? How would he react? What would he do? Same thing about First Sergeant. And let's back to, I'm going to give an example of what being tribal truly means that you can't buy. So I'm back in Bethesda, and my dad tells me, hey, Jake, First Sergeant Green's going to come see you. And I just remember thinking, shit, I'm sure he's pissed because I got hit. And, he's probably just going to finish the job. And so I was terrified, right? I'm terrified because I not only do I respect this man to the nth degree, but I love this man. And I was like, God damn, fuck. I don't want to experience what I'm about to have to experience. I'd rather take the coward's way out. So I was like, I'm just going to act like I'm passed out when he walks in. I'm on a lot of drugs. That'll work. So I hear a knock on the door. And I'm like, I hear the door open. My dad say, good evening, First Sergeant. How are you? First Sergeant walks in. So I'm like, all right, I'm passed out. As soon as he busts the hatch and walks in, my freaking heart monitor dimes me out. Because it goes from the slow, steady beep to the boo, boo, to the rapid beep. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Obviously, this isn't going to work, and there is no plan B. I'm awake. And he looks at my family. Man, my dad's in there. My mom, my stepmom, my aunt, my cousins, my brother, my sister. And he says, hey, Mr. Schick, how you doing? He's got that raspy voice. I mean, I'd imagine being on the drill field as long as he was didn't help. And he said, no, we're doing all right. We're hanging in there, First Sergeant. He said, good to go. Hey, you mind if I have a minute with my brother? And my dad was like, sure. Go ahead, First Sergeant. He was going to turn around and come talk to me with everybody in the room. And he looks right at my father and says, yeah, I'm going to need y'all to get the hell out. And I was just thinking, he's about to kill me right now. It's over. And he comes up to the side of my bed. And remember, the only thing that works is my right arm. And First Sergeant leans down. And he puts his right arm out as if to, pick me up. And so I grab, I clasp hands with him as if he's going to pick me up, right? And he puts the back of his hand on my heart and the back of my hand on his. And he leans down further and puts his forehead on my forehead. And he sits there for about 3 minutes. He stands up, he pats me on my face, and he walks out. To this day, it was one of the most powerful conversations I've ever had in my life, and not one word was spoken. That's being tribal. That's tribal. That goes much deeper than team. You can't train that. And he walks out of the room and obviously gets emotional when he walks out, because my dad walks in and I get emotional as soon as he walks out, because God forbid we cry for one another. Can't do that. And my dad walks in and sees me emotional, and he went, hey, First Sergeant, and he looks at me and with a puzzled look on his face, and he just goes, you Marines are freaking weird. And I was like, get out, banker. You're a banker. And it was one of those moments, man, that only people who have bared the burden of a purpose much greater than themselves, willingly and openly, knowing what the odds could be, what the odds are, what the outcomes could be. Only the people that are willing to love all the way, regardless of the amount of pain, could understand and appreciate that moment. I mean, and I'm proud to say that man's now the Sergeant Major of the United States Marine Corps. There's not a more deserving individual I can think of. Because that guy is one of the guys I found following the blood trail that taught me, if you're going to love, do it all the way. Don't waste anyone's time doing the halfway thing. That was an amazing moment that I will take to my grave cherishing, knowing that that guy just told me without telling me it's okay to not be okay. It's okay.